Deus aqui lá da Azul da Força, seu canal de games de cada plataforma PlayStation. Bom, gente, essa live vai ser uma live muito rápida, porque eu não era pra estar fazendo live agora, eu não podia estar fazendo live agora. É porque eu tô com mais de 150 de resina e eu tenho que gastar essa resina, só que aí eu, sem querer, eu entrei na quest do Vente desse evento. Eu não consigo sair dela sem fazer ela, e eu também não queria deixar de mostrar ela aqui pra vocês, tá? Eu tenho que sair pra almoçar hoje no aniversário da minha mãe. Então essa complicação, então eu vou tentar fazer essa quest voado, gastar a resina e aí depois a gente continua, tá, gente? Mostrando aqui as novidades do evento que chegou hoje, dia 25 de março de 2021. Tô até falando meio baixinho pra não ser percebido pela minha família fora do quarto aqui que eu tô fazendo live. Não sei se eles teriam alguma compreensão com relação a isso. Mas tá aí, ó. Eu já entro, já começa a quest do vento, ó. Eu não vou ficar lendo, tá, gente? Vocês leiam aí.
Did you say my name?
Looks like I beat you here.
So, did you do your homework, Timaeus? Paimon wants to hear it.
So sorry. I haven't gotten around to it yet.
Timaeus, might I ask how you're progressing? Huh? Traveler and friends. Oh, nice to see you again.
Sucrose has me deciphering an alchemical recipe, but my brain is doing backflips. I just don't understand it.
So, in other words, no progress?
No.
Oh. Now that you mention it, I can't figure it out either. Is alchemy really that mysterious?
But of course! Alchemy is an ancient and mystical discipline. Yet, with the passage of time, those that can be said to have mastered its secrets grow fewer and further between.
Yes! That was my thinking, too. But I believe that Mr. Albedo is still painting on the mountain. And we've got lots of research to do. There's no getting around it.
If you want my opinion, if Mr. Albedo can't figure out this recipe, nobody in Tevat can. Sucrose, what exactly is this recipe anyway?
It's a windbloom recipe I transcribed from an ancient book.
Ooh, what if the windbloom isn't a naturally occurring plant after all, but an alchemical creation?
Oh, now that's an interesting take on the windbloom conundrum.
You misunderstand. The book doesn't say anything about it being a recipe for a windbloom. The book... Well, actually, it doesn't exactly have the appearance of a book anymore. It's badly damaged and lots of information is missing. Only a few pages of scattered notes from the original volume have survived. That, and a recipe written in some unknown language. The author mentioned in the notes that the recipe was extremely precious. Timaeus and I are completely unable to decipher the content. I know it might seem inconceivable, but something about it being extremely precious made me think of windblooms.
Huh? But...
That's an active imagination.
Traveler, if I may be so bold, could you take this recipe to Mr. Albedo?
Mr. Albedo should be at the camp at the foot of the mountain.
Ah, the mountain. Now there's a romantic location.
Windbloom, the flower that alchemy made. Sounds exciting. Paimon needs to know the truth. Let's get going. Albedo, here we come.
Have you heard? The rite of parting.
Vamos procurar o Albedo. Tô com 157 de resina.
Truly is fascinating.
Sintetizar.
I've got high hopes. Ancient alchemical methods are very complicated. I hope Mr. Albedo is able to decipher it.
Welcome. How can I help you?
Truly is fascinating.
Haven't you heard?
Vamos lá, então. Olha o dedo aí.
Albedo!
Oh, Traveler and Paimon? And who might this be?
This is our tone-deaf bard.
Venti will do just fine, but yes, I am a bard.
Greetings. I'm Albedo, the alchemist.
The Windbloom Festival is in full swing. People celebrating everywhere. And here you are all by yourself.
Well, with the Windbloom Festival in full swing, as you say, why would you be out here looking for me?
We're helping Sucrose. Sucrose gave us some paper. She says there's a Windbloom recipe from an ancient text on it. Neither she nor Timaeus can understand it, so we came looking for you.
A Windbloom recipe? I see. This is an ancient language. It's no wonder Sucrose and Timaeus couldn't decipher it. Even so, I don't believe this is a recipe for a Windbloom.
So what could it be?
Gente, só um segundo, tá? Coçar aqui os olhos. É porque eu também tava vendo aqui no WhatsApp uma mensagem do meu chefe. Bom, vamos continuar.
I could only guess, I'm
Apenas posso
afraid.
tentar adivinhar para
In order to reach a
chegar a uma
conclusion,
conclusão. Preciso
I'll need to
ver o
see the real thing.
produto.
Sadly, my hands are full right now. But I can give you a list of
Parece que
ingredients
vocês podem
if you'd like to go
coletá-lo.
gathering.
Situation seems trickier than I thought.
Okay, job done.
Terminamos.
Great work.
Obrigado
Let's have a
por
look,
esse
shall we?
nível.
Seems we have everything we
Em
need.
seguida eu vou fazer os trabalhos
Not for the
aqui.
alchemical process.
Espero
This shouldn't take long.
Albedo foi ao pé do balcão da alquimia e começou seu processo de alquimia.
There we have it.
Concluído.
Uh,
Uau, e essa
is
flor do
this
vento sobre
the
a qual as flores
Windbloom that
falaram
Sucrose was talking about?
parece muito familiar.
It's just a sweet flower.
É apenas uma
Have a
flor
closer
doce.
look. Are
Veja
you
bem
sure
qual
it's the
essa
same as
diferença de uma
other
flor
sweet
doce
flowers?
normal. A cor, tamanho.
Now that you
Essa
mention
flor
it,
doce é tão
why
grande.
is this sweet flower so big?
So this is the Windbloom
Essa é a
created
flor
by
do
following
vento
this ancient
criada
recipe.
com a fórmula antiga. Ela me
It
faz
really
lembrar
does
dessa
make me think of
troll.
Sucrose.
It does seem like something
Parece
she would
algo que ela
like.
gostaria,
Do
certamente.
sweet flowers this
Uma flor
size
doce tão
even
grande assim
count
é uma
as
flor
sweet
doce?
flowers anymore?
I can say with
Essa
certainty
flor
that
aqui sim, não
yes,
tem qualquer
yes they do.
diferença.
Their essence is the same.
But Sucrose said that she
Mas Sucrose disse que
transcribed the
ela copiou a
recipe
fórmula
from an
de um
ancient
livro antigo.
book.
Será que na antiguidade também existiam flores doces?
There were sweet flowers around even in ancient times?
There were indeed sweet flowers in
Na
antiquity.
antiguidade também existiam
The
flores
species
doces.
has a
É uma
long
espécie com uma
history.
longa história.
Seriously? Have sweet flowers really existed
Não
all
existe na
that time?
antiguidade flor doce. Ela
Yes.
existe.
Whoa!
É certamente algo que Sucrose vai gostar.
Well then, I must head further
Eu
into the
preciso ir
mountain.
pintar na montanha.
I still
Poder
have
entregar
painting
isso
to do.
pra ela.
Perhaps you could pass this on? Traveler,
Viajante,
Enjoy
espero
the
que se divirta
celebrations.
durante o festival.
Oh, Sucrose! We've got
Sucrose.
something for you.
Aqui tem o que você queria.
Oh, you're back.
Ah, voltamos.
Timaeus, how's that homework coming along?
Did you get the wind bloom? Let me see, let me see.
Here's the flower he created, but Albedo said it's just...
It's just like the wind bloom in my dreams.
It's just a sweet flower.
No, hear me out. This is a perfect specimen from an ancient recipe. I saw it in my dreams. The Tetratanic sweet flower.
The what now?
The seeds of the Tetratanic sweet flower are 4 times bigger than those of ordinary sweet flowers. And the sweet flowers that grow from them are, well, Tetratanic sweet flowers. Bigger, stronger, sweeter, and more beautiful. A perfect Tivat species. Oh, and not to mention that the recipe comes from remote antiquity. A perfect, magnificent flower from the far-flung past. Whatever people say, this is my wind bloom.
Sucrose is... consistently sucrose.
I must go and source some nutrients for my wind bloom. Bye for now.
Who knew alchemy could generate such enthusiasm? Now, Timaeus, your homework?
Just finished, sir. Here.
Ooh, here we go. Paimon's favorite part.
Timaeus, may I recite it?
You're gonna read it out loud?
Don't be embarrassed. Here we go. Hand in hand with you before the furnace, the flames fail to rise, for they are burning in my heart.
Wow. Sounds so romantic. And you even tailored it to your profession. Great job.
Truly, a masterpiece beyond all expectation, Timaeus. You're a natural.
Really? Wow! I had no idea that someone like me could write love poems of any merit. It must have been Professor Venti's excellent guidance. Professor, as soon as I'm done here, I'll sort out my tuition fee.
Ah, music to my ears. Now, that's job satisfaction. And I guess that's everyone's homework collected, no?
Aren't we missing someone?
Who could that be?
Oh! Where did Bennett run off to?
Anything the knights can do for you?
Barbara, we need to ask you something.
Traveler, Paimon!
Missing? You mean he hasn't returned after leaving that day?
Yes! What if he's in danger? We have no idea where he is.
The Thousand Winds Temple.
Huh? Rosaria?
With you all in the cathedral shouting at the top of your lungs, I could hear everything you were saying.
Oh, Paimon remembers now. He said something like, "I've got it! The Thousand Winds Temple!"
There's no time to lose. Let's head to the temple and investigate.
Gente, só um segundo que eu vou lavar o rosto, que esse olho aqui tá complicado.
Traveler, let's go! The world is full of lost ballads just waiting to be rediscovered.
Voltei. Vamos lá, né?
Let's play!
É quando eu tô avançando surge um evento aleatório e eu tenho que fazer, porque isso aqui dá ponto de amizade, gente. Eu vou ter que subir isso aí tudo de novo.
Brace yourselves.
We're way behind schedule.
No trace of Bennett anywhere. What's that over there?
Forces? Freezer, someone's coming! Maybe they're here to save us!
Traveler, keep your eyes peeled for enemies. Yahoo!
born of ice and frost.
O Bennett está preso. Aqui o Bennett se salvar. Ei, por que essa cela tem duas partes? E o Razor também tá preso.
See what I mean? Even they're surprised by this crazy cell.
Lucky you two got locked on opposite sides.
Oh, what a superior design. Presumably an ancient mechanism is involved somehow.
There's gotta be a mechanism around here someplace.
Vocês podem dar uma olhada ao
Quick,
redor?
go look for it.
Stomach rumbling.
You
Você
just
acabou de
ate the
comer a maçã
apple
que
from my
estava na
bag.
mochila.
You two seem to have adjusted well to life in prison. We can leave you here if you like.
No, not funny. I'm begging you, all right? Please, find the mechanism.
Lá, o Bennett vai salvar o Bennett. E o Razor juntos.
And open sesame.
Abre-te sésamo.
Freedom at last.
Vamos chegar até aqui. Mecanismo 1, Bennett 0.
Very unexpected.
Bennett inesperado.
I wouldn't call it
Eu não
unexpected.
achei inesperado. Pra
This
mim
was
isso
just
é
a
um dia
normal day
normal
for
em minha
me.
vida cotidiana.
Sorry.
Perdão.
No need to apologize.
Perdão, a
It
culpa
wasn't
não
even
foi
your
sua.
fault.
So, let's hear the
Podemos ouvir a sua
story.
história?
Wait, what happened with that
O
letter?
que aconteceu com aquele...
Oh, it was just a false
Era
alarm.
um falso
Turns
alarme.
out some
Era
fans
apenas
just
uma
wanted to
forma
get
de
our
atrair a
attention so
atenção
they could get a gift
da
to her.
Bárbara.
What the? That's terrible. What kind of a person does that? I've been locked up here a whole day thanks to
Terrível,
them.
graças a Deus que ficado durante um dia inteiro.
Sorry.
Don't be, Razor.
Não, Razor, não
I
estou
didn't
falando
mean-
de você. Eu já disse que não precisa de
Like I
pedir
said,
desculpas.
There's nothing to apologize. It was my fault for being so
Tomei
hasty in
por
the first
agentivamente,
place.
não olhei o mapa e
I
escolhi um
rushed off
destino
without giving the
errado.
map a
Depois saí da
proper
capital,
look
cheguei
and ended
diretamente
up
no
in the
templo do
complete
vento
wrong
milenar.
location. But there were monsters everywhere, not to mention ruin
Tem muitos
guards.
monstros e
You know,
guardas das
those
ruínas,
huge
daqueles
things.
enormes.
I guess you've
Eu
seen
já
them
devem
before.
ter visto.
But as a first-rate
Mas como
adventurer, I
aventureiro
was able
sete,
to
consegui
rely on my
escapar e
wits to evade them.
cheguei ao templo.
Then I got to the temple itself. The moment I arrived here, I heard a
No momento eu
monster's
ouvi o
roar.
ruído de um monstro.
Paimon's guessed the ending
A
already.
Paimon já sabe o final dessa
I remember
história.
thinking it must be
Eu
some
pensei que
villainous
fosse uma
trap that the
armadilha feita por
perpetrator had
alguém
set for
vil.
us.
Mas será
But
que
was
eu,
Bennett the
Bennett,
adventurer,
o aventureiro
leader
líder
of
da
Benny's
equipe de
adventure
aventureiros
team,
de
about to
Benny,
back
iria
down?
recuar?
No
Claro que não.
way. So I charged
Por
straight
isso eu
in.
avancei e entrei. Foi quando eu encontrei
That's
ele.
when I found him inside.
Razor, what
Razor,
were
como
you
você chegou até o
doing at
templo
the
do vento
Thousand Winds
milenar?
Temple?
Wolvendom.
Reino dos
Many
lobos,
hunters.
muitos caçadores.
Too noisy.
Estava
So
muito barulhento, eu
I
saí.
leave.
So, you came all
Então
the
você
way
caminhou
to
até o
the
templo do
Thousand
vento
Winds
milenar e
Temple,
depois ficou
then
fechado
what?
dentro do
You were trapped by
mecanismo?
the mechanism?
Turns out it was no
Essa
ordinary
cela é muito
cell.
perigosa, tem duas
What with
partes.
the
Eu vi
inner
que o
and
rei
outer
estava
sections.
fechado dentro do
Of
mecanismo
course,
de cela e
when
claro
I
que
saw that
salvarei ele
Razor had been
depois.
trapped inside, I had to rescue him. Then, all of a sudden, there was a huge crash as the other cell door
Eu vi
came down.
estrondo
Yep,
enorme,
just as Paimon
como o pai me
expected.
esperava.
Anyway, why did
De
you
qualquer
come to the
forma, como
Thousand
vocês
Winds
chegaram até o
Temple?
templo do vento milenar?
Bennett, did you forget about your homework? I'm ready to collect my tuition fee once I've corrected it, of course.
Oh, the love poem. Of course I didn't forget. It's not like I had much else to do, being stuck in this cell all day and all night. So at some point, I just started working on it. It's all finished now. Even Razor reviewed it.
Oh, yeah? Razor, how did he do?
Don't understand words, but feel warm, tingly. Like wolfhook thorn.
Bennett, may I recite your work?
Oh, sure. A taste of Bennett's wordsmanship.
Yay! A round of applause for Bennett!
You and the Mayor Javari, so close and yet so far. One at the edge of the world, the other in the center of my heart. Wolfhook and Dandelion, my Windbloom offering to you.
Wolfhook?
Yeah, not bad, right?
It's definitely your style.
Marvelous work! Unpretentious and honest, sincere and evocative.
Thank you. Thank you very much, sir.
Bennett did good poem.
Thanks to you too, Razor.
Congratulations! Nice job! Still, Wolfhook and Dandelion, can they both be Windblooms?
Oh, that was Razor's addition. I asked him, what do you think the Windbloom is? Wolfhook was his answer.
Yes, wolfhook, good.
So, even berries count now?
A novel take indeed.
I'm so happy. Today was lucky. Getting rescued against the odds, receiving praise for my poem. Brilliant! Sir, as soon as we're back in Mondstadt, I'll buy you some wine.
Bennett's pretty easy to please.
That's not quite it. I'm always so unlucky, so I'll take what I can get.
Yes, but in future, be careful.
Hey, you should talk.
Everyone, I have an announcement to make. All the poems from the Fast Track class have now been collected.
Great!
So to celebrate, let's go to the tavern and have a drink.
I'm afraid Razor and I have to be going. He said he knows of some relatively unknown areas worth exploring and wants to show them to me. Have a great time, though.
Quase meio-dia. Eu só quero que essa quest acabe logo.
Adventure time!
Velho, eu odeio essas coisas pra interagir que é perto do que a gente quer. Sendo que essas coisas pra interagir nunca é o que a gente quer. Já vi esse cartaz 1 milhão de vezes, pra que ver de novo?
Hey Charles, it's us!
A Rosária.
Welcome. Have a
Diluc.
seat wherever you like.
Master Diluc?
Oh, I was about to finish
Estava
this
terminando minha
drink and go
bebida pra ir
looking
procurar
for you.
vocês, que
But
coincidência.
you've done the hard part for me.
It sure is lively in here.
It is the Windbloom Festival after all. No one in Mondstadt who has the time and mora is going to miss out on a trip to the tavern. Traveler, will you have a drink? No pressure. It's not a requirement. Soaking up the festival atmosphere is the most important thing. Master Jean wanted me to pass along this message. You've been chosen as this year's Windbloom Star. Quite the honor.
Windbloom Star?
The Windbloom Star is one of Mondstadt's greatest honors. Normally only bestowed upon those who have made enormous sacrifices for Mondstadt, or who have truly proven themselves over the Windbloom Festival period.
Since arriving in Mondstadt, you have offered invaluable support to its people. This is their way of saying thank you.
I know you will receive it gracefully. Oh yes, and another thing. The Windbloom Star must attend the Windbloom ceremony together with the acting Grand Master. During the ceremony, you will represent the people of Mondstadt in making a Windbloom offering to the Animo Archon Barbados.
But which Windbloom are you talking about?
A good question. Diluc, care to explain?
Passing on messages and deliberating over ceremonial details. Sounds more like your line of work, Kaya.
No sense of humor. Traveler. The Windbloom is always chosen by the Windbloom star. So the flower offered to the Animo Archon for this year's celebrations is entirely up to you.
Whoa! No pressure, huh?
Hey, where's the bartender? How come Master Diluc's mixing the drinks?
If it's Charles you're after, he's out on delivery.
And who is most directly responsible for creating the demand for an alcohol delivery service at this time of year in the first place?
I see. So, what do you make of Master Diluc's mixing ability?
Why don't we ask the formidable Sister Rosaria? What do you think?
He's not bad.
Formidable? Did you guys have a fight?
I'd call it a misunderstanding. I caught sight of a suspicious figure hurtling by the Knights of Favonius headquarters. Fortunately, I discovered in good time that it was Miss Rosaria, and stayed my hand.
Aha! So the suspicious figure that day was Rosaria all along!
Folks in Mondstadt are on edge with you constantly on the prowl. You're no ordinary sister, that's for sure.
Allow me to return the compliment, good Master Diluc. You're hardly a run-of-the-mill businessman yourself.
My, such a formidable wit, too. But really, is there any here among us today who can't be said to possess a talent or two? Even the celebrated honorary knight has graced us with their presence tonight. Truly, a good day for a drink.
Well said. So, Kaya, about that tuition fee?
Please collect the goods from Diluc. 3 bottles, as promised. They didn't come cheap.
The better the wine, the higher the price. Just economics.
How are you enjoying the Windbloom Festival, Traveler? That's good to hear.
A toast, everyone. To a happy Windbloom Festival and the free people of Mondstadt. Cheers.
Cheers! What a festival. Now, this won't drink itself.
Tone-deaf bard, spare a thought for other people. Paimon's looking for good food, not just good drink.
Pronto, tá aí, missão concluída. E eu tenho 40 resinas certinho pra fazer mais um negócio. Uma resina condensada. Ainda bem, galera, acabou a live. Ou acabou a missão e vai acabar a live também, tá? Bom, valeu aí quem assistiu, só teve uma pessoa que assistiu. Eu agradeço essa pessoa, também nem divulguei a live porque eu não ia poder ficar estendendo ela muito. Eu tenho um bocado de coisa pra eu fazer, né, aqui no jogo, mas valeu aí, galera, obrigado, viu?
Benny's Adventure Team, assemble!